Hey guys, Bruno here. I'm going to show you guys how to take B site, how to contribute to a B take, defend A and B as terrorists after you take the site, and also some places I like to plant the bomb. Okay, so you guys just called B, right? First thing you want to do is try to throw smoke right here. You want to try to run up, throw it just right there if you can, and this is going to be a perfect first smoke. It's going to block off the guy in sight, assume there's a guy in sight, or even right here. It'll be hard for them to, it won't be that hard for them to see, but it'll help you guys out. This blocks cross a little bit, but mainly it's useful for someone to go right here and take the guy out at car and also spot out sight. Keep in mind that when you're doing a B take, there's going to be more than one smoke, but definitely throwing a smoke about here is going to be helpful for you guys, as well as the other smokes that your team's going to throw. Okay, so when you're coming into B, let's say the smoke is down. Alright. Then your team throws another smoke. Block off the sniper. That was a little bad, but let's just say that it's all smoked off and you're ready to go. So, flashbangs go in. And first thing you want to do is look right here, probably, and then pre-fire this. Jump up here. Make sure there's no one on site. You can check from here, it's a pretty good spot. Then go up here, check car area for sure. Then from up here, you can still check back here. As your team runs in, it'll be very hard for them to, pick you off. You can check right here again, see if someone's hiding. And watch mid. It's probably going to be smoked off by this point. Then make sure sight's clear, check back here. And you guys will probably already check back here, but if not, make sure to check right there. And then you should all be good to go. Okay, so we just got into B site. Now let's talk about some plant spots. Obviously, this is probably the most open and effective one if you guys have all the smokes and everything. You can just plant right here.
I am planting the bomb.
And that's good for tunnel and right here if you're hiding right here. There's also this plant spot, which is very good for if you're doing an eco round or something like that. And you just need a fast plant. This is really safe because they literally can't really hit you. At worst, you're going to get your arm. You're probably going to take like 20-40 damage at worst, unless they nade stack you like crazy. I don't really recommend playing here because just because the guy from window might be able to just be like that, take you out right away. It'll be really obvious if you're playing there. They can wall bang you and stuff like that. But this is a little more safe. They're not going to check here right away. They really have to go in and they really have to risk themselves because they're probably going to check here first. And by the time they notice you're not there and they check here, then someone else could be shooting at them. But if it's only you, then that's a little different. But there's also, I'm probably going to start using this a lot. You can plant on this rail. This is as far as it goes right here. This is really good because you can play from car, you can play from mid openly, you can play from window, sort of. You can sort of play from window, a little tricky. You can play from back here. If you had a smoke and you smoked yourself off, you can play from tunnels because they have to go like this. You can get a headshot. So I recommend, if you can, try planting up here for once and maybe see if you plant here, you can play from window. If you plant here, you can play from door, window, tunnel, right there. There's so many options if you plant this rail. I just figured it out. On the map, it doesn't say you can plant here. You can see up in the top left. And yeah, I recommend trying that. There's also this spot, which is it's alright, but that might be able to defuse it if you're playing tunnel, which is not a good idea, especially if your team doesn't know that you planted right there. And unfortunately, you can't plant up here. Okay, another thing. Let's say the bomb's planted right, and you're in a really good spot. You planted it here, right, and somehow you got to here. you want to walk around for sure. It's a 2v1. You want to watch here because you can hear the defuse if they try to defuse. And I would recommend staying close to window because you have so much more room to work with here, and it's easy for you to get in. But the last thing you want to do is run around, because if they know where you are, it's really easy for them to watch one of them from tunnel to watch door and window while you try to defuse, because it's going to be much easier for them to shoot you because they know where you are instead of you stealthily taking them out after you ran. So you definitely want to walk. And for another example, let's say you planted for tunnels and it's suddenly 2v1, I recommend just running back here. And the reason for that is you can hear them coming from mid, and if they come from tunnels you can shoot here. They're probably not going to check right here, and even if they do you might be able to get them, even though it'll be a little harder. But if you ran to tunnels, there's a chance that they might be able to see you mid or hear you, and there might be a chance that someone's already like right here in tunnels, and then you'll be running with your knife out. Easy round for them. But if it's 1v1, I recommend trying to walk to mid, or at least right here. I mean, you might be a little vulnerable from tunnels, but if you hear them coming window, you can just walk around and end the round right there. Okay, now we're going to talk about A site and how to defend it. So, there's not too many plant spots. This is obviously probably the worst spot. Don't plant here unless it's for cat. This is a good cat spot. This is also a good cat spot. This is the classic long spot. But if you're playing for long, if possible, I recommend planting up here because it's much harder because they really have to like stand here, or you know, like jump up here, or stand like this or something like that to defuse it. Otherwise from here they might be able to, like, you know, do something like this or throw smoke down. It might be hard for you to know exactly where it is, but if it's up on the box, the smoke can't exactly cover them a little bit. You might be able to see their head or something from pit. So it's probably for your benefit to plant on the box. There's also this spot for cat, which I didn't know about until actually just now, and it's also for long. So I recommend planting this spot if possible. So you can see it from long right there. You can have someone play long and cat, and it's planted for both. Because they have to defuse like this, which you can get them from long, or they have to defuse like this, you can get them from long and cat, or I mean they have to go up here or something, they can defuse, I mean you can get them from cat, except they might be able to defuse like this, but you can still get them from long. Now when defending A site, there's a couple tricks. So this box right here is probably your best friend, because if someone's coming from cat you can just go up, and if someone's coming from long you're already ready for them. You can just wall bang them or move a little bit here and you can hear them coming up and play to advantage like that. The last thing you want to do is play ramp like this. Unless you know they're coming from cat or CT, then it's really easy for them to get you from long. Every time I'm playing like a pistol round or something and I'm a CT, maybe it's like 3v1 or something, and I'm coming from long, there's always one guy playing cat like this, and that's an easy kill. And then like usually someone else is going like this, and since they don't know it's a silenced USP or something, I get another kill or something like that. And then there's one guy playing like this or something, and then sometimes I get him, sometimes I don't. But if you're already ready for someone coming long, maybe someone's in pit or it's just you on the site, if you're already wary that someone could come from long, then there's a much higher chance you're gonna take the round. Also, if you know he's coming from long for sure, say 1v1, the best spot that you can play is most likely right here. But you don't want to plant. You don't want to play it if you plant somewhere in here or even up here. You only want to play it if you planted right here or for cat. See, this spot is perfect because they can't see you. They literally have to stand here to wallbang you. They can't wallbang you from here. they can only wallbang. These wallbangs right here are only from here. When I shoot here, only one gets through. They have to get really lucky. So they really have to go out of their way to get to you. So this is a perfect spot to play. Another spot that I don't recommend playing, but you might be able to do it, is right here, because if you know they're coming up ramp, you might be able to just do something like that, but they're most likely going to get you. So I wouldn't recommend playing the runaround game unless maybe they're here or something, and a teammate calls that they're looking right there. You might be able to jump down, but most likely you want to play here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope some of these tips help you out. And some of the bomb plants I didn't realize until I was making this video, so I hope some people start using that. And make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. I'll be sure to post more tip videos if they're helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. See ya.